Hello, hello. What's up, y'all? Ello here. Eternal darkness. There. And we're hanging out with Roberto. Praising and surveying the old temple that we've been in many times before, just not as him. We can find. Oh, we already did this one, right? Ah. Problem going between episodes, you never remember which way you went last. Alright, did I go this way? That does not look familiar. Okay. Bangkok. Santec. Okay. Oh. Got the damage. There we go. Okay. I have Navi. Hey, listen. Man babbles incoherently about worms devouring his countrymen. That Roberto be next. Worms like this? Alright, his stories lining up. We got a relief that adorns the monolith. Humans thrown into a nest of huge worms. People have been sacrificed, ingested by the worms, to fuel some unknown, unfathomable process. Carving depicts a man's skeletal remains in the cruel embrace of a multitude of worm-like creatures. These things are these the things that killed the men in this room? Okay, guessing there's gonna be some worms over here. Bitch. Forget my language. It seemed appropriate at the time. A lever is mounted on a nearby column. Should Roberto pull it? Okay. Seems like there's a ladder up there. The dilapidated roof appears to be collapsing in several areas and will need a lot of reinforcement. Workers will have a daunting task ahead of them, especially with man-eating worm monsters. Is that all of them? Yes, who knows? Get on back. Okay.
Tier Pargon Heretic Zelda Pargon.
Something on the way. Ready to attack enemies. Attack enemies, an enemy's head to do a gnaw attack. It can open doors, but not pick up items. Okay. Breathe. They look nice. Oh great, I read one. Ah, stuck. Why can't I move when he does that? Oh, come on, man. House is packed, man. Alright. Hopefully I don't have to kill them.
What's going on here?
Get my sanity back at least. Come on, green. One thing I need. Alright. So hopefully I don't have to kill them in order to get through. Alright. Does you take a lot of sanity though. It's kind of annoying. Big chunk right there. Let's just mosey on out of here. Alright, cool.
Venture no further, or be struck down where you stand.
Who? What?
I am the guardian of this temple, the Forbidden City. None shall enter except the chosen. Speak. You are the chosen. For many years I have tested those who came here, and all have failed. You are unaffected by the power I wield, and thus must surely be the chosen.
I?
Once I was as you were, confused and without answers, yet they came in time. Now my duty is complete. I can finally rest. My sacrifice was not in vain.
Roberto can feel the acidic touch of the artifact's magic reaching towards him. Using a shred of cloth from his robes to shield his hands, he retrieves the hovering artifact. Roberto has received the essence of
the Churko.
Got the ruby statue. The room appears to be an incredibly ancient shrine to the ancients, as noted in the Tome of Eternal Darkness. Could this be what Roberto's captor seeks to preserve with this monument? Alright, I've completed the survey of the complex. Now we can return to the surface and report the findings to his captors. I'm sure everything's gonna go great for him. Can I use it? Can't place that. Okay. A shade of skin tops the edifice, making the light cast in eerie shadows on the walls that glow with a warmth of their own. Oh, nice. It's beautiful. Great. Hold on. We save. Probably not. Again. Alright, well, that's a little bit of a relief there. Excuse me. Pardon me. Ah, they're strong. Yeah, you don't want to mess with the red monsters. Red monsters are strong. Okay, let's just head back to the surface. Hey, sir. How are you? You're all wet. It's raining outside? Ew, you stink, man. Smelly cat. Smelly cat. Very cute though.
And what news do you bring me, Architect?
The foundations are infested. Demons and devils. Many lives will be lost if you try to build there.
You have done well to complete your goal, Bianchi. The construction will continue as planned.
But the demons! You'd be insane to build there.
Silence, dog! What dwells beneath the Forbidden City is the very reason it was built. For you to understand, you must witness it firsthand. Let me educate you. Guards! Put this one with the others of the sacrifice. I am the Scourge of God, appointed to chastise you, since no one knows the remedy for your iniquity except me. You are wicked, but I am more wicked than you, so be silent. Now you, Architect, you are about to make your largest contribution to this project.
Yep. Things are lining up. Okay. Not sure what we can do next. Summon these zombies, but what good does that do? Alex try to survey the area. Ah, there we go. Unseen force guides Alex's hand towards the painting, compelling him to look behind it. He reaches out and pulls back the painting and discovers a chapter page behind it. A sense of familiarity overcomes her, and as the chapter page comes to her fingers, so does the realization that Robert's spirit is aiding her. A war to end all wars.
The Black Guardian grows restless, my liege. Its hunger increases, and the binding continues to weaken. We feed it flesh, but I fear it will not guard the relic too much longer.
There is no choice in the matter. It must remain and guard the artifact until the time of planetary alignment. After that, the Guardian may return to its lair. Our master does not like failure. It is imperative to keep the binding intact.
Then we have to find more flesh and bone.
So they churn up a war, huh? Interesting. Oh. Saved. So just jump right into it.
The war to end all wars redefined how mankind looked at war and the value of human life. Over 19,000 men lost their lives every day in the trenches of the Somme. Some say uselessly, some invoke a higher cause. I read accounts of the slaughter from many journalists who spent time in the trenches. but I found the account of a certain Peter Jacob to be the most horrible of all. His implication about the ancients' involvement with the war was hideous and so obvious. With the horror of the Battle of the Somme scant miles away and the distant echoes of pounding artillery, a young journalist named Peter Jacob researched his latest story from the front lines. His grim task brought him to Oublier Cathedral, now transformed into a field hospital.
Oh, that's what we had flashes of with Paul Luther.
I find no solace in the purpose behind all the senseless violence that surrounds me. Young men die at a rate unheard of in centuries of warfare. Shelling, machine guns, and mustard gas rip, pierce, and burn their flesh. Men soak gauze in their own urine to stop the insidious gas. The hospitals here cannot cope with the torrent of wounded.
Went past the hospital tent for some reason. Alright, shiny paper. First letter from Private Reginald Jackson to his love Margaret. I was admitted to the hospital on Tuesday. The damage caused to my leg was slight, but there's no way that I could ever walk normally again. I hate this place. Every day I'm reminded that I'll never be able to do the things that I love. The hospital is a very strange place, converted from an old cathedral. There's an odd atmosphere around it. Silent, but for the words of the wounded, calling out in the night. Okay. Silent, you know, enunciate that correctly in your own head. There's no doubt that it's haunted. What I find most odd is this place is that you never see anyone leave during the day. Not right. No goodbyes, no farewells. An empty bed when you wake. But what else do I got? Flash powder and a flash pan and a lucky penny. Wonder what that does. Alright, it disorients a creature. Ooh, rumbling. Guard shifts about, bored with his duty and awaiting a replacement, or perhaps a call to arms. The war being so close, a curfew has been imposed. Driving outside the hospital is not a safe thing to do, as intruders will likely be shot on sight. Stacked deeply on the landing, crates of medical supplies await use. Can't doctor? Okay. The motherly voice, the nurse advises that Peter get some rest. Oh, nice. I'm scratching my finger there. There we go. I just had an itch on my controller finger. We have the bell tower. Do anything in here, I guess? Alright. Lore. I've been here for over a week now, and there's no word when I'll be allowed to leave. Strange things have happened. At night, the sounds of the hospital change. Echoes of voices that don't belong to anyone haunt the walls and corridors. The restless ghosts, perhaps. The restless ghost, perhaps. Or sounds of movement or whispers. I've seen war firsthand, and the sounds at night in this hospital scare me more than I ever thought possible. What is going on here at night? Why do I feel so threatened? My fears are worsened by the talk of the other young soldiers. One said that he heard cries for help in the middle of the night, cries that were only answered by snarls of rage and not compassion. Another said Lance Corporal Haskill had not been discharged, but has gone missing. I stared at his empty bed with a sense of unholy dread. The poet, gnawing at my heart. Your head's all scratched up. What happened to you? After getting into a fight. Okay, we found 2 letters. Can't talk. Alright. Soldier's rather distressed, perhaps. He's lost a lot of friends to the trenches of the Somme. He confides that the only stories are sad ones, but the only true heroes are in the mortuary. Faint sound of moaning emanates from behind the linen veils, whispering utterances, frantic prayers to loved ones, words offered only by those who face their mortality. Okay, same thing. Guard frowns and ushers Peter away from the organ. He explains that it's one of the few antiques in the region that so far survived the war, and while he's alive, it will remain intact. Oh, cool guy. Off limits. Something on the altar. Okay. See what those are. I'll take a look at these wings of the area. That's a big spell right there. Their steps going to nowhere. Interesting. It's on the other side. Alright. Guess I'm gonna have to read the soldier's orders. Roughly, the guard asks Peter if he has clearance for the old tower, as it's a restricted area. Either for someone else. Okay. Maybe they go downstairs. Okay. For someone. Maybe the nurse? Oops, sorry. My bad. I hit the button too fast. Didn't mean to punch you. Please leave. Maybe it's for this guy. Haha. Bloody hell, lad. We must be on the offensive. Following the orders, he takes leave of his post. There we go. Sorry, I didn't mean to punch the nurse. A gun. At least we have a gun. Back like logs, Peter stands before the price of human war. The bloody corpses of rice crunching me. That's got no respect, do they, huh? The bloody corpses of young men who have made the ultimate sacrifice to defend their own countries and those of others. Alright, well, I'm getting something mean is outside this door now. Let's save. Oh man, we're getting close. Look at this. Only one more space after him. Claim it. Alright, now I got magic. Six bullets. I won't waste a bullet on killing him. Great. Use a melee weapon. Oh, we're in trouble. What do I can attack him with? Did freeze him. And the old salt and vinegar. Alright, well it did freeze him. A little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Another one. The orchard stands wreathed in cold mist. Peter nears the stone. A sense of deep woe gnaws at his heart. The cathedral was undoubtedly evil, and not the holy place he thought it to be. Yeah, I could use a weapon. Thought the nurse would give me a reward. Not talking. Thanks for nothing. The man to do. Alright. She thanks me. There's a weapon. Alright. Sword's been around a long time. So there's no secret passage up here. Alright. Now we're ready to rock. Fiendish cackle erupts from the young woman's throat, sending a chill down Peter's spine. As her mouth opens wide, Peter is sure that her teeth are sharp, elongated, and covered with blood. Okay. As long as you're living your best life. Stay away from them. There's another gun somewhere.
Oh, right. Fusing the Sylvia. Imagine it.
Not that other gun. What if it's because my sanity is low now? See if she gets normal again if I get more sane. No, she's still nuts. Okay. Did I kill her? I don't know. Hey, buddy. Now I got a sword. Get away! Will you please aim at her? Ah, you're worse than Link, dude. You crawl inside me? Didn't know they did that. Yeah. Oh, he didn't save too long ago. Yeah. Alright. We're back. It's only a millisecond for you guys, but here we are. Dude. You're lucky you're already dead, or else I would kill you. I guess watching something like that burst out of someone's chest would lower your sanity quite a bit. Aha! Material paper. Shelling has knocked out the cathedral's generator. The organ cannot be used without a supply of power. I mean, it could 100 years ago, somehow. One of the guards lies dead by his post. His death was sudden and violent. Broken limbs twisted in at odd angles, with a trickle of blood issuing from his mouth and ears. Seems like natural causes. Okay. A new door. No idea what we're looking at there? Okay. Like the Marie Celeste desk hasn't been touched in some time. As those user suddenly turned away and never returned. A half-written letter bespeaks silent, unfinished activity. Brother Andrew's room.
Oh, well, it's fusing.
Desk kept clean meticulously. Peter is surprised that it is not more chaotic for a frontline hospital. After all, isn't this where death certificates are written? Okay. Here's the pump for the organ. Blood coming out of it, so that could be a problem. The workings of the pipe organ have remained mostly the same since installation. Usually the bellows were driven manually. Now they're steam-powered. And the organ controlled electrically. This might be one of the oldest restored pipe organs in the world. I need to get the lights on. Device appears to be a steam-powered generator. It sits idly, waiting for steam to be supplied to it. It's a lever, presumably a switch to switch the generator on and off. Yeah, hit that. There's a grating of metal on metal, but nothing else. There's no steam coming into the generator. Okay. Alright, so we need to find a furnace or something. Perched on the wall beside the generator is an open-faced fuse box. Fuse is missing. We could probably use our penny. Peter puts the lucky penny in place of the missing fuse. It fits quite nicely. Alright, so we need to get everything up and running first. Alright, steam room probably. Old rusty but faithful for many years. A coal-burning boiler provides heat and steam to the cathedral complex. There's no pressure being diverted to the generator. Okay, turn that wheel. Feels like it would be hot. One opened, as if something is blocking the other side. Been replaced. Now let's try it. Nice. So now the piano should work. Loader's body lies on the floor, far from the front line. This poor man met his end. Fate is far removed from his brothers in arms, the victim of the cathedral, rather than by bullet or bayonet. Dude, that is some demon cackles. Alright, no secret entrance here this time. Okay, so now the organ should work. Okay. find anything? Okay. Workmanship is quite exquisite, but borders on the grotesque. Many demonic figures hide within thrilling facade designs, almost invisible to the eye. Ooh, strange toy. There's a door handle lying on the lower shelf. Okay. Come on, aim at him, dude! Alright. Not that way. I don't recall seeing a place that needed this door handle. Not over there. Not upstairs. Guess down at the entrance area. None here. Hey.
This can't be happening!
Isn't it great when you actually hit something? Nice. Nothing here, huh? Oh well. Well, let's end the episode here in mystery. We're gonna figure out what we do with this door handle next time. Until next time, do me a favor. Hit that like button, please. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and check out my website, elloill.com. I do pet portraits, fan art, custom framing, and more. Alright, y'all, have a great night, and I'll see you next time.